All right, my duelist friends, Casual Duelist here. I want to welcome you back. It's another week, it's another Monday. Another Monday means it's another non Yu Gi Oh deck. And surprise, surprise, this is one of the ones I played way more. So this one actually has sleeves. I'm not committing the cardinal sin of bringing you guys unsleeved cards. And this is going to be the versus system. So again, lots of weird stuff. I don't really remember all of the how-to plays. But I do love that the card art is essentially always ripped directly out of the comic books. So we're going to go over it. One of the first cards in this deck is Frankie Ray, aka Nova. She is going to be part of the Heralds of Galactus, flying range, 1/1. You may discard a card rather than pay her recruitment cost, which is the top left one. When Frankie comes into play, you may discard a card with cost 4 or greater. If you do, choose to draw 2 cards. Again, this card would be more useful if I had more copies of it, but when I bought a collection, I did not get that many cards. So, I only have one there. I also have one copy of Ganlin, and I want to say he is the guy who becomes Galactus from another time. He is one of the Heralds of Galactus. He is going to cast on 1. He is a 1/2. You may tap this, gain 2 endurance. Endurance is your hit points for this game. He's just an avid hot dog munching monster. So again, it is a thing. Last one of my ones is going to be the Punishers. They are an army card. However, I only have the 1 copy. Again, flying range, 2/2 on 1. As an additional cost to recruit this, you must reveal a card with a cost of 4 or more in your hand. Which again is very easy to do with the Heralds of Galactus. Up next, we've got some 2s, and we've still got like another 1 of, and then we start getting into like some more stability for the deck. So the first one we have is a copy of Destroyer. This is his 2-cost Soulless Juggernaut variant. This is, of course, Heralds of Galactus, flying range, 1/1. It is Cosmic. Destroyer gets +3 attack, +3 defense. If you don't know the terminology, and of course at this point I'm not sure either, go ahead and maybe just a quick Google search. But I do want to say that you were able to give cards the power Cosmic in this build, so it might make sense as we go further through. It's been some years since I played. Next, we do run 3 copies of Morgue. We use the Slayer variant here. This is still flying and range. It is a 3/2 on 2. Discard a card. Target player returns a character they control with cost 1 or less to the owner's hand. This is a once per turn power. Again, really cool character. Really cool art. Next up, one of the most, or probably the most famous Herald of Galactus. We're going to run 2 copies of the Silver Surfer. We're going to run the Sky Rider of the Spaceways. Again, it's going to be a 3/2 range flyer on 2 with Cosmic. Activate, search deck for card with cost 4 or more. Reveal, shuffle deck, place card on top of deck. So very good. Next up, we have a single copy of Firelord. This is going to be the Piraeus Krill variant. Is going to be, again, flying range for 5 on 3. Discard a card with cost 4 or more. Firelord gets a +4 attack. This is a once per turn ability. Again, because it would just be broken otherwise. We run 4 copies, full playset, of the 3-cost Frankie Ray Nova Soul Searcher variant. Again, retains its flying and its range, and it's a 4/5 on 3. Cosmic, at the start of combat phase, draw a card. So again, very good searcher for us. Next up, we are going to run 4 copies of Plasma. This is going to be another 3-cost with range and flying. 5/3 this time. Remove a Cosmic counter from a character you control to gain 2 endurance. Also, if it has the Cosmic, Plasma gets a +2 defense. So it is what I thought it was. There will be Cosmic counters. There will be ways to give cards Cosmic counters. That's how you know that they are Heralds of Galactus, that they have the power Cosmic. Next up, 3 copies of the Silver Surfer. Now, I want to say that this one is a hybridized between being able to be a hidden or a front row character. Maybe we can move back and forth. I'm not sure, but I love the way the card looks. It is Heralds of Galactus. A character in front or behind Silver Surfer has reinforcement. Cosmic, discard a card, move Silver Surfer. And he gains +1/1 this turn. Moving him may be between the hidden and the open zones. It may be from the front and the back row. It's been too long for me to know now. He's 3 cost. He is a 5/4 flying and range. Next up, we are going to use 3 copies of the Human Torch. The Human Torch here is being the Invisible Man. This is partially Fantastic Four. This is like a pre-crossed over card. He is a Herald of Galactus as well as a Fantastic Four member. He is a 7/7 on 4 with the flying in the range. Herald of Galactus defenders you control have reinforcement. And with his Cosmic, he says, if a character you control would cause breakthrough, instead gain that much endurance. Now, I'm pretty sure breakthrough would be the same as piercing damage in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or trample for Magic, but I'm not 100% sure right now. Been some years. Next up, we use 2 more copies of Frankie Ray Nova, this time the 5-cost Harbinger of Death variant. Still a Herald of Galactus, casts in on 5. It is a 9/8 flying range. It has Loyalty. Loyalty, I guess, is Reveal. Cosmic at the start of the combat phase. If you have 3 or fewer cards in your hand, draw until you have 4. So again, Frankie really helping us pull cards and keep a nice healthy hand. Next card, Red Shift. Single copy, Rift Walker. This is a concealed card, which is why the card art is black around it. Flying range on 5, it is a 10/9. It's Cosmic. Whenever Red Shift attacks, you may remove all attackers and defenders from the game. If you do, put those cards in their owner's front rows at the start of the recovery phase this turn. So again, pretty cool. Next up, we have 3 more copies of the Silver Surfer. And again, I love these. I think this was from a tin with this almost full art card. And the way that this is a 5 recruitment, flying range. It is a 9/9. Cosmic, remove a Cosmic counter from Silver Surfer. Whenever a character with cost 4 or less becomes stunned at this turn, return it to its owner's hand. Again, it helps get people off the board. We got 3 more copies of Firelord here, a little higher costs, cost 6. This one is the Harbinger of Havoc. This one will still, again, retain the flying and the range. It is an 11/13. With his Cosmic ability, discard a character card. Firelord gets X attack this attack, where X is the cost of the card you discarded. You may use this only once per turn. And again, it's pretty good, pretty powerful. Next up, we have a much larger version of Mork. This is his Harbinger of Extinction variant. This casts on 7. It's 17/15 range flying Cosmic. Whenever a character becomes stunned, you may reveal a Heralds of Galactus card from your hand. If you do, return that character to its owner's hand unless its controller reveals a card from their hand with a cost greater than the cost you revealed. So again, that's pretty cool. I do use Thanos because, again, Thanos is just one tough cookie here. This is going to be the Alpha Omega variant card. It is a recruitment 8, range and flying. It is 20 both. Cosmic, and this is the main reason he's in here. Whenever Thanos attacks, each opponent KOs half the characters he controls rounded down. So again, very brutal. Definitely helps control and win games. Tyrant, Heralds of Galactus, of course. This is his original Herald. The recruitment is 8. It is 19/19. The ability here, remove a Cosmic counter from another character you control. Put a Cosmic character on Tyrant. He may just assume their power. His Cosmic power is Surge. Remove a Cosmic counter from himself. Target player removes a character he controls from the game. Use this once per turn and only during the combat phase. So again, a little overpowered, but again, very searchable. So these end of game one-ofs are not as bad. Last card, and again, I've got a couple variants. I think a couple of them are tins. We are using 3 copies of Galactus. Just real quick, they are the same effect, so it is probably like a pack and a tin variant. This is Devourer of Worlds, Heralds of Galactus. He is a recruitment 9. He is flying. He is range. He is 25 both. When Galactus enters play, you may gain endurance equal to target opponent's endurance total. If you do, that player's endurance total becomes 0. He literally consumes the opponent. So again, 3 feels kind of cheaty, but it is what it is, right? And that's just the characters. We do have our plot twists. Let's see. And we've got just a few locations. No items this time around. So the first plot twist we use is Kindred Spirits. Search your deck for up to 2 Heralds of Galactus cards. Reveal them, shuffle, put those on the top of your deck. Honestly, I would have more than one of this if I had more than one of this. Next up, Cosmic Order. Place Cosmic Order only during the recovery phase. Sorry, play, not place. You may KO a stunned character you control. If you do, each other player KOs a stunned character they control. So again, pretty brutal. Next up, Elemental Battle. Target defender you control gets +1 defense this attack. If the character has a Heralds of Galactus affiliation, also gain 3 endurance. Very nice. 1 copy, Focused Blast as an additional cost. Exhaust a character with range that you control. Again, it's just about everybody. Target player loses endurance equal to that character's cost. So again, the tougher they are, the more that gets lost. The Barbaric Brawl. Target player gets +3 attack this attack. If that character has a cosmic counter, you may remove that counter. And again, we do have cosmic counters. We could give it to an opponent if they were also playing cosmic, just to take their counter off and rip their effect away. That is possible. Next plot twist, the power of Cosmic Unleashed. Put a cosmic counter on target cosmic Heralds of Galactus attacker or defender you control. This is one of the ways we start initiating their powers. Next up, we have 2 copies I Must Obey as an additional cost. Reveal a card named Galactus from your hand. Now remember, he's very searchable, and we do have 3. If you have played no other plot twists this turn, each player exhausts a ready character they control. So again, pretty cool. Next up, Inspiring Demise. Play this only from the resource row. Target Heralds of Galactus attacker you control gets +4/+4, and the defending player will gain 4 endurance. Next up, 2 copies, Pacification. This is an ongoing plot twist. At the start of the combat phase, if you have more cards in hand than an opponent, you may put a cosmic counter on a cosmic Heralds of Galactus character that you control. So again, this helps us get into getting our counters to everybody on the board. Only the first few turns should be counterless. And then the last plot twist, we're going to run 3 copies of Relentless Assault. Target Heralds of Galactus attacker you control gets +2 attack this turn. For this attack, sorry. And then you also draw a card. So again, we got 3 of those. Drawing cards is kind of our specialty. Moving over to our locations, we're going to be using 2 copies of the construction site. This is actually pretty good. You tap this, use it, replace target face-up resource you control. So again, we could just keep reusing certain resources. Be fine. The Ta-2, activate, we'll terraform, whatever that means. Activate, remove a cosmic counter from a Heralds of Galactus attacker or defender you control. That character gets +2 defense this turn. This is to help them. And Elemental Converters, terraform. As an additional cost to flip this, discard a number of Heralds of Galactus characters with combined cost of 4 or greater. Then activate, draw 1 card. So that is my Heralds of Galactus build. Again, pretty fun. I always enjoy playing something that can be perceived as almost being like the villain stack. Because this is just my personal belief. You guys tell me if you guys like to think like this too. The better your villains are, the more heroic your heroes get to be. But if you've got a really great hero and the villains aren't interesting, the hero's not interesting, right? So like, it just makes sense to like the villains a little bit, right? Either way, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, consider supporting the channel. Like, comment, subscribe is all you really have to do. Maybe hit the notification bell, but most importantly, guys, I just want you to go out there and enjoy the rest of your day. Start this week off right. And I hope to see you guys again next time. See you later.